What is going on, folks? This is Steady Gains from Stocks Hub. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm just going to go ahead and create a small introduction video for futures and for my futures alerts, since I have a lot of groups that have new members that have never traded futures and are wondering how they can get started. So, to cut right into it, there are essentially two ways that you can start trading futures. One is that you are going to fund your own account. Two, you're going to utilize a prop firm. Now, funding your own account, what you can go ahead and do is either use TD Ameritrade, in my opinion, which is one of the better ones to use, or you can start to use AMP Trading, which is another one of these futures trading platforms in which you can fund your own account. Now, prop firms is your second option, which is essentially going to be that you are paying a firm a small amount of money compared to funding your own account, in which you will be able to utilize their funds to trade an account. Now, once you pass their goal for that set account, you will be able to get funded through that account and get actual payments from that account as well, and be able to keep your profits. Depending on which firm you go with, this is all going to be different. So make sure that you double check and check into each firm and see whichever one makes more sense to you. Now, out of all the firms out there, there are three that I've had experience with, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk about those. So you have Top Step over here, you have Top Tier Trader, and you have Apex Trader. Oh, oops. Apex Trading. Now, out of all of these, in my opinion, Apex Trading is going to be your best one to use, best bang for your buck, mainly because they have pretty easy rules, pretty easy to follow rules, pretty decent prices for their accounts, and pretty good offers out there as well. At the moment, they have a 71% offer going on. We'll go ahead and post an affiliate link if you need that as well. And there's no offer going on at the moment that you watch this video, so that way there is something there. It'll be in the description of this video. Out of all of these, again, I have the most experience with Apex, which is why I am going to be recommending it, as it is what I currently do use. They do make it pretty seamless. Now, I'm not really going to go over how to utilize their stuff, what different types of stuff there is. You can pretty much go on their website and look up this information for yourself, as well as these other um, trading firm accounts. One thing that I am going to go over, because some people slightly fail to recognize this, is going to be keeping in mind that some of these accounts or some of these firms that you're going to be using have their own set of rules. So make sure that you go over those and know those, so that way you don't end up losing your account simply because you failed to follow the rules. One other thing is that Apex, for example, uses trailing thresholds. This is something really important to keep in mind, because what this means is that, let's say you have a $50,000 account. Your starting capital is 50,000. Your trailing threshold is 2,500, meaning that you are going to be liquidated at $47,500. Now, let's say you take a trade in which you are up $1,000, meaning that your capital now is 51,000. You don't take it at 51 and you let it go down to 50,600, meaning that it's only up $600, and you take it at that. What happens is, with the trailing threshold, your trailing threshold is based off of your account value. Since your account had hit 51,000, despite you not taking it at 51,000, it is going to now adjust your trailing threshold from your peak account value. So keep that in mind, that some prop firms will have this, which is what makes it more difficult, and um, something that you do have to deal with initially speaking. Once you do get funded, some of these accounts will take it off, again, depending on what prop firm you are with. So make sure that you go in and check that out and are familiar with the rules of each prop firm that you are trading. Now, another thing that I'll just mention about Apex, because the next stuff that I'm about to go on is pertaining to it. With Apex, you're able to use something that is called NinjaTrader. This is what I will be going over next. And again, if you're using a different prop firm and whatever entity they're using to do their trades, please make sure you go and watch videos on it. So going over to NinjaTrader, what NinjaTrader is going to look like once you have it, you're going to have a chart that looks something like this. Now, depending on whatever you are using for your chart, whether it be normal candles, Heikinashis, Renkos, you're going to have something that essentially looks like this. One thing that I love about Apex and NinjaTrader is that I'm able to have different ATM strategies in which I can utilize for my trades. So what that means is, for example, and this is a sim account that you are also allowed to do on this platform, which allows you to get your practice in. And I would highly recommend that you guys practice around, mess around with the sim account a little bit so that way you're familiar with how to utilize it and how to utilize NinjaTrader's features that they have in regards to setting orders, setting trims, setting stop losses, etc. So, for example, for this ATM strat that I wanted to show is, let's say I take a
Order
long on
filled.
NQ. Now, once I've taken this long, you can see that there's something green here, something red here. What does this mean? So since I have gone long, this green is going to be my profit target. Now, whenever it hits whatever number this is at, it will go ahead and exit the trade for me and secure profit at that number. This red one is going to be the opposite of that. That's going to be my stop loss. So let's say it hits over here. It's going to stop me out of this position and take the loss. Now, this is something that does come in handy because let's say you don't want to sit there all day, and let's say that it's very volatile, right? Things can be moving extremely fast, and you're not able to manually enter and exit fast enough. You can utilize these ATM strategies to help you out with that. So that is one good thing that I like about NinjaTrader. Something to keep in mind as well is make sure you are on the correct contracts. I will always and only primarily be alerting CL, which is going to be your crude oil futures. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. But this is basically what I trade and alert for the most part. Now, please keep in mind when we are trading this, depending on what time of the day it is, we're going to have either insane amount of volatility with the volume, or we're going to have a very slow time, meaning that certain points in the day when we are having these alerts coming out, that they will be happening pretty quick, right? We're scalping. We're not here to sit in a trade for too long. And again, this depends on the time of the day that it is. If this is in the morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, market open, yes, you will have some volatility. Yes, some trades will be pretty fast. Now, also keep in mind that there are news events for crude oil and news that affects oil, and that, in turn, that will affect oil futures as well. So when that happens, the moves are going to be very fast. It's just something that you have to be looking out for. Now, depending on what time of the day it is, as mentioned earlier, let's say it's later in the day after market closed at 4 p.m. Eastern, one thing to keep in mind, futures is closed from 4 to 5, or sorry, from 5 p.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern, so you are not allowed to trade it at that time period. But when it opens back up after it, you generally speaking don't have a lot of volume compared to the amount of
Target
volume that you
filled.
had within the beginning of the day. Now, that target filled, I think that you guys might have heard in the background there, that was essentially the thing that we put on NQ for the ATM strategy, so it looks like it did fill that. So anyways, that is how you are going to be trading on this. Please take a look at different videos that they have posted for how to do specific things on this. I'm not going to spend time doing that in this video. And the last thing that we're going to finish off with is how to find this on TradingView, how to find these instruments. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and pull up your TradingView, and in this top left corner over here, since we're going to be trading crude oil, you're going to type in CL. CL will bring up the crude oil futures. You're going to go ahead and click this down arrow over here, and what you'll notice here is that there are various different dated contracts. There's also the CL1 with this exclamation point. This is a continuous contract. I typically trade the monthly contracts. What you will see is that as we get closer to December, this contract will start to lose volume, and you'll see an increase of volume on these January contracts, in which case I will switch to the January contracts. I will always update and alert whenever I am switching to the contracts, whenever I'm switching to any new contracts, so keep an eye out for that as well. But as of this video is being posted, October 23rd, I am currently on December contracts. So that is how you will find CL on TradingView. And that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to go over on this video. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to DM me at Steady Gains on Discord, or at me in whatever Discord you guys are in, and I'll try to answer my question or answer your guys' question as best as I can. Once again, at Steady Gains on Discord. Hope this video was helpful for you guys, and looking forward to learning for you guys. See you guys later.